Hi, and welcome to this educational video on worker safety. The safety of employees is a top priority for all organizations, but while working in a hospital, it can be easy to forget about the dangers around you. So, this video will highlight key safety messages that healthcare supply chain personnel should be educated on, and hopefully, it encourages you to stay observant and compliant with safety policies. This video is presented by Trident as Consulting, where it is our mission to provide thoughtful instruction, tips, and guidance on healthcare supply chain topics to passionate supply chain professionals just like you. OSHA is the Occupational Safety and Health Administration that was created by Congress to help ensure safe and healthful working conditions for workers through setting and enforcing standards by providing training, outreach, and education. OSHA provides concepts, tips, and information for workers to consider while in the workplace. In the interest of worker safety, OSHA has created regulations that all employers, including hospitals, must follow. In the healthcare supply chain arena, some of the potential hazards that you may encounter include fire prevention, forklifts, movable equipment, trash compactors, stack boxes, and hazardous materials. And these are just to name a few. Let's begin with discussing fire prevention and safety. The first consideration for all storerooms is to ensure fire sprinklers can effectively extinguish fires. In the hospital setting, the Joint Commission has established that you must keep at least 18 inches of clearance between the top of storage and the bottom of the sprinkler head to allow for the water from the sprinkler head to spread appropriately and put out a fire in the room. However, shelving storage around the perimeter of the sprinkler room may extend to the ceiling as long as it is not directly below a sprinkler head. Pay attention and know where the fire alarms and extinguishers are. RACE is a common acronym you will find in almost all hospital settings. RACE stands for R, rescue and relocate anyone in immediate danger. A, alert others by activating the fire alarm. C, confine the fire by closing the doors. E, evaluate immediately. Do not use elevators, but stairs instead. Personal protective equipment will aid you in preventing or limiting a hazardous situation from occurring. In your role, you will discover that different tasks may require different forms of PPE to use when performing tasks. For example, when working with a trash compactor, you should wear safety goggles, earplugs, and gloves to dispose of material. When handling biohazardous material, you should wear a face shield, gloves, and disposable scrubs. Common PPE items you should be aware of are overalls and protective aprons, protective headgear, safety boots, safety glasses, gloves, mask, and earpieces. Potential hazards that you may encounter when using forklifts and movable equipment are blind spots, maneuvering, speed, floor conditions, loads, and fueling. Safety solutions. Remain aware of your surroundings. Don't walk in front of moving equipment. Drive forklifts slowly on docks and dock plates. Secure dock plates and check to see if the plate can safely support the load. Keep clear of dock edges and never back up forklifts to the dock edges. Comply with visual warnings and placards. Don't operate equipment until properly trained. You should always recharge or refuel in the designated charging area. You should be able to identify and know the designated locations for charging, refueling of equipment. Hazard, fires, and explosion risks are possible if proper guidelines are not followed. Safety solutions. You should not smoke or have open flames in and around charging stations. Know the location of fire extinguishers and fire alarms. You should wear personal protective equipment such as rubber gloves and eye and face protection. Properly position forklifts and apply brakes before attempting to charge or change batteries. And you should follow required procedures when refueling gas or propane fueled forklifts. Trash and cardboard compactors are usually located next to or near the loading dock. Do not place items in compactors that can prohibit the compaction of items or cause blockage. Hazards, material blockage, falling into the machine, Combustion of materials. Safety solutions. Do not place metals, woods, toxic materials, electronics, and burnt or smoldering materials in compactors. Follow posted guidelines on how to operate the compactor. Do not climb into compactor to undo any blockage. Do not fix the machine by yourself, and contact the manufacturer or a trained professional to resolve any issues. Wear the proper PPE. Common hazards in the warehouse and other storage locations include improperly stored materials, which may fall and injure workers, hazardous materials, moving equipment, and workers operating in a rushed manner. Safety solutions? You should stack loads evenly and straight. Place heavier loads on lower or middle shelves. Remove one object at a time from shelves. Keep aisles and passageways clear and in good repair. When you are involved in material handling, you should be able to lift, hold, and carry the weight of the materials used in a hospital that will require you to fulfill your duties. No matter how small or lightweight an item is, you can still injure yourself if you move an item incorrectly. Safety solutions. You should assess the task, area, and load. Bend your knees while keeping your back straight. Maintain a wide stance. Hold the object close to your body and get a coworker to help if a product is too heavy. Hazard communication is a set of processes and procedures that employers must implement to effectively communicate hazards associated with chemicals during handling, shipping, and any form of exposure. The goal of the Hazard Communication Program is to protect people from injuries and illnesses associated with using hazardous chemicals in the workplace. Hazard. Chemical burns are possible if spills of hazardous materials occur. Know where your material safety data sheets are located. Follow instructions on the MSDS for handling chemical products, and know the risk of each chemical being stored. Know the location of cleanup kits in the area where chemicals are stored. You should always wear the proper PPE to handle any chemical spill. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed today's video, please like and subscribe so that we know that you, specifically, would like to see more of this type of content.